Hi everyone, in this video I'll show how to install EndeavourOS Encrypted in a dual boot with Windows without using a USB drive. So to get started, going to download EndeavourOS, going to EndeavourOS.com and scrolling down, and I'm going to download it, select your country and download. And once downloaded, go into your downloads folder, and there's my file. I'm going to mount it, so hit enter or right click and mount, open. Alright, it's been mounted onto my H drive here. And now I'm going to open up disk management, start disk management. All right, and we can see on my computer, I have disk 0. It's my first disk. It's a 476 gigabyte SSD, and I have Windows installed here. There's the EFI partition for Windows. There's my C drive, and the Windows recovery partition. And below is the ISO mounted. Now I mounted it here in Windows, so it's only seen here, and if I reboot, I won't be able to boot from it. So I'll be creating a new partition just for the installation media, so it's bootable. So setting aside some free space for the installation media and for EndeavourOS, I'm going to be using some free space on my C drive. I have 412 gigabytes available, so more than enough free space. And I'll set aside 110 gigabytes for EndeavourOS. And the ISO, it's 3.45 gigabytes. So I'll do 5 gigabytes for it, and in total 115 gigabytes. So go into my C drive, right click, shrink volume. So 115 gigabytes, 115000, shrink. All right, and there's my unallocated space. I'm going to create the first partition. It's going to be a placeholder for EndeavourOS. Right click, new simple volume, next. And then the size for it will be 110,000. Next, next. And the file system doesn't matter as it's just a placeholder. And the volume label, I'll keep it as the default is new volume. Again, it's just a placeholder, so it's going to get overwritten. Next, finish. All right, and we see the new partition has been created. And I'm going to create the next partition, which is for the installation media. Selecting the unallocated space, right click, new simple volume. Next, next, next. File system will be FAT32. And I'll label it as ISO. Next, finish. All right, the partition has been created, and going back into Explorer, copy out the contents, go into my new F drive, and paste. All right, everything has been copied over. Going back into disk management, and so this partition here, the F drive, as long as you have a modern computer, your BIOS should be able to detect and boot from this partition. Now I'm going to reboot my computer and go into the BIOS. In your BIOS, ensure that Secure Boot is disabled, and if you have Fast Boot, disable it as well. And now I'm going to do a one-time boot into the installation media partition. It's labeled as UEFI OS, and how I can confirm that, go back into Windows, open up a command prompt as administrator, type in bcdedit space / enum space firmware. And at the bottom, you can see there's partition F, the F drive that was created, and the description, UEFI OS. I'm going to boot into it. All right, it's booted into the installation media partition, and I'm going to be selecting the first option, as I have an AMD GPU, and if you have an RTX, Turing, or later GPU, you can select the second option. All right, and I'm in the EndeavourOS Live environment, and I'm going to start the installer. Choose your installation method. I'm going to do online. And the installer starts up, and I got the welcome screen. Select your language, next. Select your location, next. Keyboard, next. And the desktop that you want to use. I'm going to be using Plasma KDE, next. And any packages that you want to install. And if you're not sure, you can always install these after, next. And the bootloader that you want to use. So this will allow me to select between Windows and EndeavourOS. So I'm going to use Grub, next. And here's the partition screen. Select your storage device. So I have my drive selected. And I'm going to be replacing a partition. It's going to be the placeholder partition. And the file system I'm going to be using is EndeavourOS. And I'm going to be encrypting. Put in my passphrase for encryption. And then here it says select the partition to install on. So I'm going to be selecting the placeholder partition, which is STA4, the 107 gigabytes NTFS partition, or roughly 110 gigabytes that I had set in Windows. And then we can see here that it's going to be installing EndeavourOS on here, and it's going to be using Lux for encryption. And then the EFI system partition, I'm going to be selecting new. The EFI partition is where the EndeavourOS boot files will be located. As they are in its own separate partition, this will avoid Windows from possibly removing them. So we can see here that it's created a separate partition for it. And I'm going to hit next. And here, put in your name, username, computer name, and password. And I'm going to keep the default reuse user password as the root password. And I'm going to keep login automatically without asking for a password unselected. Next. And here's a summary screen. This is an overview of what will happen once you start the install procedure. And then when ready, hit install. Install now. All right, and so it's installing EndeavourOS, and you can go to the bottom right, select the icon, and it'll show the current status, and you can select it again to get out of it. And so this will take a little bit of time to install. All right, EndeavourOS Titan has been installed on your computer. You may now restart into your new system or continue using the EndeavourOS Live environment. So I'm going to restart now. And when I hit done, it will restart and it should start the grub bootloader. But to make sure, after it restarts, I'll go into the BIOS to verify the boot order. All right, and in my boot order, first is the Windows Boot Manager, second is UEFI OS, and third is EndeavourOS. So I'll have to change that. So EndeavourOS is first, and save changes and exit. All right, and I see a screen here, enter passphrase for HT0 GPT7 because I'm using encryption. So I'm going to put in the passphrase that I said earlier, attempting to decrypt master key, and it's decrypted, and grub comes up. So there's EndeavourOS, and there's the Windows Boot Manager. So it's found Windows as expected. And now I'm going to go into EndeavourOS. I get the login screen, put in my password, and it's booted into EndeavourOS. And the welcome screen comes up. I'm going to close it. And now the installation media partition, I no longer need it. So I'm going to remove it. I'm going to open up KDE Partition Manager. Put in my password. And KDE Partition Manager is similar to Disk Management Windows. So I can see here, here's the EFI partition that was created just for EndeavourOS. Here's the EndeavourOS partition using BetterFS. And here's the installation media partition labeled as ISO. So I'm going to delete this, right click, delete, and delete partition, pending operations. So I'm going to apply, apply, okay. And so we see it's been removed and there's 4.88 gigabytes available. And so EndeavourOS, I'm going to resize it to use the free space. So right click, resize move, and I'm going to use the slider here, use all the free space, okay, and going to apply, apply. All right, and we can see it's completed. Go to OK. And I'm going to close KDE Partition Manager. And I'm going to restart my computer to ensure I can get back into Windows. I'm going to select Windows. And I'm back in Windows. So that's it. So that's how you can install EndeavourOS Encrypted in a dual boot with Windows without using a USB drive. I hope this video has been useful, and I thank you for watching. Bye now.